Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Chaos Shaman, better known as Chaos, sometimes called Shaman, and rarely ever called the. Thank you for joining me again. I figured it's about time to do another little update, let you guys know what I have planned for the future, what I want to do. First off, I want to say hello to all the new subscribers. We've gained about close to 400 since the June update when I last gave a number, and that was like 700 and some odd. So to all the new people, welcome. I routinely do a channel update about every other month, every month or so, just to let everybody know what's going on, what I think's going on with the channel, and what we can do to improve as a community as a whole. So, been playing Ark now for a while. I think I just hit my 1-year anniversary. Hooray! I've now invested just shy of 2,000 hours. I think in the next couple of days I'll hit 2,000 hours playing this game. So that's pretty impressive for me. It takes a lot of what's the word? It takes a lot of dedication to put 2,000 hours into one game. But I want to give you guys a little heads up of things that I think would be pretty cool to add to the channel. So first off, I had this idea, right? Because, well, first off, Ark was already supposed to be in its final form already, but the developers said, hey, we need some more time, you know, and they wanted to add some more things. They've done a fantastic job in my mind. This is one of the most interesting yet challenging games I've ever played. I love it. It is a little bit grindy, I have to admit, but when it comes down to it, the grind actually pays off. When you can look back at all you've accomplished and said, hey, I did this. I mean, it really does fill you with a sense of fulfillment. It fills you with a sense of fulfillment. Words are hard. But what my plan was, whenever the game finally goes into its finished form, where it's on PS4, it's on Xbox, the PC version, it's all done and polished, and the developers finally say, hey, you know what? We're done. Here's our finished product. That's whenever I was planning on doing the last season, because I wanted to be able to cover all content. I had this idea that I wanted to make like a movie, you know, like I normally do anywhere between 20-minute to half-hour long episodes on a regular basis, and I think that's a good time frame. You know, I think any more than that, you guys would kind of be bored of watching. Any less than that, you would feel like you got cheated. So I think that's 20, 30 minutes. I think that's pretty good in my mind. That's about the time of an average sitcom on TV. I try to keep things fun and lively, and I realize at times I probably get boring, but but you know, that's me. I'm not always funny. I'm sorry. I try. But I thought making a movie would be pretty cool, because I have learned how to edit pretty well, and I have some friends that would help me out do it. The thing is, I want to pride myself on doing original content. That there are other people out there that have a role-playing series for Ark. You know, there's people that do role-playing series for Minecraft, that sort of thing. But I do my own in my own way. I have my own story, my own plot, my own style of doing things. So the idea of doing a movie would be really cool, but at the same time, I look back and if you're not familiar, there's a gentleman called Mr. Moon who's done a movie right whenever Ark first came out almost a year ago, and it has like hundreds of thousands of views on it. And I feel like if I did that, I would pretty much be trying to ride on his coattails, and I don't want people to say like you're ripping someone else off, because that's the least of my intentions. I don't want that at all. I want to stay relevant. I want to stay entertaining. I don't want people to say, oh, you're just copying someone else. That might still be an option. I have friends that will jump in and make it pretty epic. I've already talked to them in a Discord. I've talked to them in Skype, TeamSpeak. Got in touch with about 20 different people, and they're all up for it. The problem is when you have that big of a, we'll go ahead and call it a cast, because that's what it would be. when you have that many people, it's really hard to organize, especially when everybody's in different time zones. I have friends in Australia, Germany, England, Milwaukee. I have friends in Michigan. I have friends in California. Like, it's going to be really hard to get all these people in the same time zone, in different time zones, on the same page to there was a wolf. I got scared. I had to run away. It's going to be really hard to get all these people to get in sync together. So that might be a problem. If you guys think it's a good idea, leave a comment down below, and I'll still consider it. But like I said, I'm a little apprehensive because it will be a lot of work for not only me, but for other people. And on top of that, I don't want to do something that people think I'm just ripping someone else off to like try to steal someone else's popularity, because those guys put a lot of work into their movie, and sure, mine would have a different plot. You know, it would be original, but at the same time, it would pretty much be ripping someone else off, and that's not my intention. That's not what I wanted to do. So that's still on the back burner, you know, because the game's not ready yet. But I also have another idea that whenever we get done with the Scorched Earth season here that I'm currently playing on, that I've thought about trying a different sort of season. A lot of people are like, do you play multiplayer? And it's like, yes, I do. But again, it's the fact that it's really hard to get other people together. And on top of that, I don't like telling people, hey, you have to act a certain way, you know, because I try to make my channel as kid-friendly as possible. I sometimes screw up and throw out a curse word, but even whenever I do, I try to mask it. I want to be respectful to parents and children because I am a parent, so I don't want people to think of my channel as a bad influence to their children. I want to be a good influence. I want to provide good, clean content that's family friendly for everyone. Like, I would love it if I heard that parents and children watch my show together and the parents can feel safe knowing that the content they're watching is healthy and constructive, possibly even uplifting. So the idea for my new multiplayer idea, now the movie back burner. Now I've moved to the front burner the next thing I want to do with Ark, and I want to do a series, and I'm going to call it The Nomads. And what I will do, instead of playing single player, I'm going to pick a multiplayer server at random. Well, not completely at random. I can't have ×1 harvest. It'll take freaking forever. But what I want to do, I want to go find a server. And the objective is to make a series based on taking out the alpha tribe of that server. Not to be mean, not out of malice for anyone, but I think it would be really cool to start off at level 1 and within, I don't know, say a month, help build a tribe up. Not necessarily my tribe, I don't have to start it, I can join someone else's. But the objective is to get that tribe so strong that they put the alpha tribe on the server out of business. And like I said, it's not to be mean to them, it's just, it's a challenge to go against, to start off brand new and go against the tribe that has 6 gigas. It's pretty monumentous task. So I think that would be pretty fun, and I think it would add some excitement, some danger. We'd get to see other people's reactions. It'd be pretty cool to do. And if that's a success, maybe, you know, when it's done, jump on the obelisk, pour it out, go to another server. Hence why I call it the Nomad. Just making my character more than just a character and making him a hero, to where he wants to go help other people gain freedom, so to speak, you know. So I think that would be a pretty cool idea indeed. I've been toying around with the idea, and I've talked to my friends. They think it's a pretty good idea too. Another idea I've had, I don't know if you guys know this, but I do play, occasionally I play the game H1Z1. I really like it, I really enjoy it. It's similar in Ark in the respect that it is a grindy game and you do have to do a lot of work in it. But the thing is, I don't want to play that as if... I want to do a role-playing aspect of it, but I don't want it to totally be centered on role-playing. I thought it would be better to make it like a sitcom, like a comedy sitcom, like a half-hour episodes of it. And the idea would to be to get dropped off in this zombie world and try to adapt as if it were the real world. So if anybody's ever seen the TV show Cops or Reno 911 would be an even better suggestion. I would like to on H1Z1 take over the police department, get a police car, get police gear, and go around and write tickets to people that are speeding. I'd like to yell at zombies for trespassing. You know, I think it would be really fun, and it would also still be a challenge. I think it'd be pretty entertaining, and I would at least have fun doing it. I hope the views would reflect on that. If you guys are into either one of those ideas, let me know. Leave a comment. I do read the comments. I respond when I can. I am a busy guy, but I do what I can because I know I enjoy it whenever I write a YouTuber and they respond back. So I try to do that with you guys as well. I want a community, so that's what I'm shooting for. Other ideas I've had back in the day, what really got me back into playing PC games again, I originally I grew up a gamer. I've had some form of, I had a Commodore back in the day. That's how old I am. So I'm not telling you how old I am, but I'm pretty old compared to what you might think. Let's put it this way, I'm not in my teens. So I guess what I'm getting at, I had an Atari. I had the original Nintendo when it came out. I've had a Sega, a Super Nintendo, a Dreamcast. I had a PlayStation, a PS2, a PS3, an Xbox One. So I had all these games, but you know, like I got to a point where like I just quit playing games as much. And what got me back into it, I saw a friend who was playing Battlefield 3. So Battlefield 3, I was like, wow, this is really cool. You can destroy the whole environment. It's a huge map. And I was like, it's competitive. I like this vibe. So I got into playing Battlefield 3, and I saw a friend of mine on his phone playing a video game. And I was like, what's that? And he was like, it's a zombie game. And I was like, what's this zombie game? He's like, it's called Minecraft. He didn't know he didn't know the potential. He just thought it was try to survive against zombies, you know. So, I played Minecraft on the Xbox and kind of fell in love with it and found out there's so much more you can do on a PC. So I dusted off my old crappy PC that I barely ever used. I just used it for school and to type papers, search the internet once in a while. So I started little by little turning it into a gaming PC, and now I've actually upgraded to a completely different PC. So the thing is, I'm rambling, sorry. What I'm getting at is, like, I kind of miss playing Minecraft. I've not really played it in about a year and a half, maybe 2 years on a regular basis. A lot's changed with the game. I got really upset at the lack of updates for a while, so, like, I just kind of got bored of playing it. But now I've realized I kind of miss it. Like, I miss building. I miss picturing something in my mind and then creating it. And I've thought about adding a Minecraft series to the channel as well. But I don't know how that would go over because Minecraft is not nearly as popular as it was. And I really don't... It makes it sound, oh god, I can't phrase this without it making me sound vain or something like that, but I really don't think I can invest another like 5 hours to recording a game and then it not reflecting on the views. So you know, if I did 2 or 3 Minecraft videos a week, that'd be like, I don't know, anywhere between 15 to 20 hours a week invested in a game. And if I'm only going to get 100 views, that tells me right there that it's not worth the channel's time, and that I should devote myself to things that people actually want to see. But nonetheless, I would like to play it a little bit. So where are you going? Where are you going? Chill out. Super cool. Yeah. So, anywho, I just wanted to point out these are a few ideas I had. I'd love to hear some of your comments. I would like to put some other gameplay on the channel, because I think I've mentioned this before, that, you know, one day Ark will no longer be as popular as it is. I've noticed it now. It's kind of dropped off, and the only, you know, its popularity picks back up whenever they give a huge update, like the Scorched Earth, big deal. The center map, which I love, that's my favorite map. The center's gorgeous. It feels like you're in a fantasy. It's an amazing map, and the mod creator did an amazing job on it, so bravo to him. But I'd like to hear your comments, what you would like to see added to the channel, what you would like to see more of, less of. Just give me a heads up. And I'm going to call it quits on this update. This was not really gameplay or anything like this. I was just trying to demonstrate. I do a lot of stuff off camera that you guys never see. So, like, right now I'm making charcoal, so therefore I can make gunpowder, so therefore I can get a new gun going, you know, taking Anki up there to get some metal. You know, it's just a lot of grindy stuff a lot of grindy work off camera. There we go, nailed it. But I enjoy it. It kind of centers me. Like I said, it does let you feel like, hey, I accomplished something great. So I just wanted to say thank you again for your time. I know this was kind of a long, chatty, talky episode, but I love you guys. Thank you ever so much for being a part of my life and making this journey that we're on enjoyable. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, you know, watch your backs. Keep surviving.